What's up, nerds, and welcome to another League video. So today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to play Ashe. So I've honestly been wanting to do this for a really long time now for a couple of reasons. One, because I see a lot of Ashe players, I've gone against a lot of them, and I'm genuinely concerned with like how little they sometimes know what they're doing just off of observation. So doing a little tutorial on that right now, and this can be a better time possibly. It's right into patch 6.4, and Ashe actually she got a pretty decent buff to her. So basically, I'll explain that right now. So her Q is this Ranger's Focus. Basically, every time she lands an attack, or even just attempts to attack with one of her auto attacks, she gets 1 stack of focus. And basically, once she accumulates 4 stacks of focus, she can activate her Ranger's Focus, and every attack of hers will dish out like 5 arrows of damage, which is super great. I mean, this ability like really fucks people up, and basically the way focus worked is you would get your 4 stacks, you would be able to use your Q, but your stacks of focus would basically just disappear within what felt like half a second. It really felt like you needed to blow this thing off pretty quickly if you wanted to actually use it. But I leveled up my W first, get a little bit more poke in. That's kind of a little more important right now, just because Thresh doesn't really do a ton of damage. I don't do a lot of damage. We can really harass them with our abilities so far, but I don't really expect that we'll be able to make some plays. But you also, like, in terms of leveling up your abilities, you've got your W, which I'll show right now. It's this Poke-tastic ability, which I should also say, like, one of the advantages of Ashe, she doesn't have a lot of attack damage to begin with, but damn does she have some serious poke. But I leveled that up first just because it's, yeah, we won't be able to dish out any real damage early on, and like it'll give us a pretty good amount of poke to harass them even when we can't make plays. But I'm gonna be leveling up my focus, my Ranger's Focus, really quickly, simply because we have Thresh supporting, and the reason that Thresh is actually significant in that decision of whether you level up your Q or your W first, which when you max out very quickly, like, it's because he's a champion that pulls their enemies, and that's really important because, like, actually landing your Q, like, it's obviously just a buff on your auto attacks, but like you don't actually get a lot off on people because they pretty much run away the second you use it, which is kind of nice to put people at your mercy for a little bit. But yeah, like, actually getting off a lot of hits with your Q, you're very reliant on someone who has really good crowd control or can pull people towards you, and that's exactly what Thresh does. Oh, and yeah, man, that actually really fucked over Twitch right there. I mean, I kind of underestimated that a bit early game, but yeah, I played Ashe an awful lot, but we were able to harass Twitch an awful lot, but like, we're still pretty low level, so it didn't really matter. We're only level 2, so we would have had our focus shot one way or another if we, regardless of whether we did our Q or W first. But he'll have to recall, which is nice. You can do that an awful lot as Ashe, even though you don't do a lot of attack damage. Like, people will really, if they're aggressive on you, like, you can poke them really hard, just get a W off on them and then 1 auto attack, and like, you actually do a pretty good amount of damage, like, over a pretty short span of time. Damn, I didn't mean to auto attack that guy. Getting good CS there. Yeah, you can actually, over time, you can get a pretty amazing amount of damage in low level, and right now I'm trying to build 1300 gold so that I can get a BF sword, which is just like, I should also explain this because there's a lot of confusion around Ashe's Q and like what you're supposed to build with her first. So basically, a lot of people think, okay, so you need to blow off auto attacks quickly to get your Q, so you should get attack speed first instead of attack damage first. And I have to say this right out the gate, that is very wrong, and I only say that because I've gone against Ashes who we were tied in terms of CS and kills. Like, neither of us were really doing super hot on it, and like, I've even bought items for them. I obviously not CSing super well enough. Oh, can we make a play? But yeah, like, I've actually gone against other Ashe players who've built attack damage as opposed to attack speed. I used to build attack speed first, and basically what happened with that is those other Ashes, they won every single exchange 1v1. Like even when our supports were gone, like they by far just dominated. Like Ashe she just does not have any attack damage to begin with, so like you need to actually have some if you actually wanna do anything to the enemy. So we're gonna build attack damage before we build attack speed. We're gonna try to avoid Leona, stay behind our minion so that she can't dive up on us. But Yasuo just got first blood, the enemy Yasuo that is. It's been a decent amount of time in the game, so I'm not too concerned about this team so far. They seem to be able to play fairly conservatively when they need to. I should also be harassing a lot more. I've got tons of mana, and I should say that too. Like, you really don't have to worry about mana too much with Ashe. Oh, but focus shot. Oh man, Thresh, no, don't die on me. All right, that probably wasn't the. Like, he kind of just went for, like, the champion that was available to him. I get that, but Leona is very tanky, so he probably shouldn't be playing her. I mean, Twitch, he's, like, basically, the way Twitch is, he's very squishy, but, oh man, I should not have gotten out of that alive, as basically that sword, like, isn't just do damage, it actually, like, she pulls herself up towards me, if there's any confusion about that. She's also one of those champions where if you have her supporting with Ashe, I found that works not as well as, like, a Thresh pull or a Blitzcrank pull, but, oh man, I didn't quite get it, but yeah, Leona's little diving tactic, that's also very good for a time where you should level up your Q first, try to max that out, and instead of your W, simply because like that really gets her into really good position for you to just completely fuck shit up. I'm gonna clear this wave real quick, and then we're gonna head back because we got lots of money. But and we only need 13. Should I clear this? Okay, we'll clear this one last wave, but I should have gone back at 1300. I should also mention, because there's sometimes a little bit of confusion around Ashe's W as well. Like, if you do it close up, it doesn't actually increase the effects of her W. Like, once they take one shot from that large burst, they don't actually take any more damage from all the other hits on it. So, BF Sword built, and we're really going to be going for Infinity Edge. Infinity Edge is like that'll get us our attack damage for a little while, and then we'll build Berserker's Greaves to finally get us some attack speed. Can a little more mobility as well from that. We'll increase our movement speed and our attack speed. That'll be super nice. Be able to get our focus shots off a lot more and really capsize on Thresh's pull.
An ally has been slain.
Oh man, we're 0-2 right now, but Ashe isn't, like, if you haven't guessed, Ashe is very weak early game. Like, nobody plays Ashe for her early game. It does kind of suck, but she gets absolutely amazing late game. Because, like, between the lifesteal and her, like, how quickly she can get her focus shots off, like, it's just so great. I mean, you can, like, basically solo any tank. I need to turn off this thing where it just automatically. Oh, I think we'll be able to get Twitch. We also have our ultimate, so that will be of use. Nice. And a double. Oh shit, Akali. Let's really try to punish her. I don't know if I've ever told all this, but man, Malzahar, you took him a kill. But yeah, so as you can see, Q really fucks shit up. I mean, Twitch there was getting a little bit of shield, a little bit of trying to get a little bit of hold on just a sec. There's also something I want to demonstrate. So you might not see it in the screen, but when you shoot a turret with your Q. Like, you can actually use your ranger's focus on turrets, but the caveat to that is, oh man, Twitch. Let's get out of here. Oh man, I could probably take him on in a 1v1, but I'm not sure where Leona is. And, you know, when they're diving like that and it seems stupid, like, don't think that that's just a free kill. Like, think that maybe their jungler is coming for your... Oh god. Let's help this guy out. Oh man, they're feeding Yasuo super hard. Oh no! Let's... Holy shit, man. TP to Thresh. Oh, don't pull him towards us, Thresh, man! That's a no-no. A big no-no. Okay. And obviously they aren't as... Oh man, they've got a lot of people down. I like the looks of that. I'm just gonna... Oh, Malzahar's coming, so... We'll stay behind him. As long as we stay behind our tanks, stay behind this guy who's kind of feeding Yasuo a little bit, maybe we can kind of make a... Oh man, Yasuo Wind Wall, it does, not only it blocks projectiles, but it also will block things like the Rocket Grab and Thresh's Fish Hook. But we've got 1900 gold. We didn't die there. That was nice. I should have asked for assistance from Thresh there. That was my bad entirely. But you know, I get a little eager sometimes. Forget I'm not a mid laner in this game. I do typically go mid lane, and usually if I'm someone like Lux, I can kind of really fuck with whoever is trying to mess with our jungler. But he didn't even have to ult on him. Shit, this guy should probably stay back a little bit. Yeah, that Leona's coming for him. I think, I don't see a Twitch there, but he's probably coming in to invade, I'd have to guess. But till then, he's just, oh man, we're gonna make some plays. This bish. So... Ooh, Leona and Yasuo were kinda... They're... Man, these guys are also feeding Akali. That's not good. Yasuo and Akali are like some of the worst champions to feed. And they're both very assassin type, and against a squishy like me, that's not going to be very fun. If you want to, I would normally want to be more behind the fight tanks. We're just not capable of that. Oh. I did hit my Q there. That's why I was really fucking up their health there. But yeah, really great exchange. I don't know how true I got that kill, but I mean, over my focus shot. I mean, just press Q to get the kills, man. That's how it's done. I've also still got my ult. Oh man. I so would have ulted there, but I couldn't because that windfall was in the way. I mean, that obviously, like, Thresh got that, then obviously that would have covered us too. But you know. I mean, yeah, that Yasuo would have been dead if we had not opened out. No doubt about it. Ult is up. It'll stun him for a little bit. I should also talk about that a little bit too. Some people think that Ashe's ult is very much about the damage it dishes out. It's really not. It is 150,000% about its stun. I mean, it doesn't last very long, like not even compared to like Lux's Q. But even then, like, when you're reliant on getting your little focus shots, like, it is everything. Like, right here, you see, like, that could have been the difference between that guy getting away and him simply not getting away at all. Oh, we have focus built. I should not have dived up there. I'll admit that much. I got a little antsy, but, I mean, like, throughout the entire game, you really need to stay behind your tanks, because you will always be a squishy, but you'll all, like, towards the end of the game, we'll see that you also a squishy with lots of lifesteal, so you can kinda fend for yourself more than someone like a Lucian or someone that doesn't quite dish out as much attack speed and damage to really, get that lifesteal. And the lifesteal really comes when Ashe, when she hits Q. I mean, she's dishing out just so much damage that, like, she just becomes unstoppable, and it's the funnest thing. That's why people play Ashe, and we have more than enough money to get the item we want, the Infinity Edge. Only costs 625 at this point because of the items we have, but we'll be able to get a little bit on Berserker's Greed, so I won't quite be able to get that. I probably could have waited just a little bit longer, but I didn't want to go in without having quite as much attack damage. I normally would have gone back like pretty much the second I hit 625, but it just so happened that this is very team fight oriented match so far, and those are the fun ones, especially when we're winning exchanges like this. Even though Yasuo is he's pretty good. I mean, he's kind of dicking on our Malzahar, and he's really blocking stuff pretty effectively. So I'm gonna, like, even if I were in some odd scenario faster than the rush, I would still want to stand behind him. Oh, our ult is up. Let's ult him for you. But he turned invisible. That's what I really don't like about oh, Akali. I hate this bitch. Damn. And that's why she just dives on you so quickly and does like unethical amounts of damage. I mean, as I said before, she can dive behind the turrets, and like nobody should be able to like dive a Heimerdinger turret and just flat out get away with it due to health alone. No, she can, and like they really need to scale her health down. But it feels like she regains health super fast. She has a lot of health. And, there's just not really any disadvantages to using her. It's not how a champion should be. Okay, there we go. Now we've got Berserker's Greaves. At least we're still 3, 1, and 4, so large participation in the kills. Because yeah, right now there are only 7 kills, and you know when you got 3 kills and 4 assists, that means we have 100% kill participation. So that's really good. Ult has relatively low cooldown. Like it takes time, yeah, but it's nothing absolutely ridiculous. It's nothing like Tryndamere's ultimate, which, I mean, like, just imagine if Tryndamere actually had like an ultimate that regenerated quickly. That would be like, he would become AIDS, the physical incarnation of AIDS, no doubt. I know Akali was fed before this, and that's why she dished out so much damage, but the reason she was also fed is because she's Akali, and she just does so much damage anyway that it really doesn't matter whether or not she's fed. She just gets yes from either of those. We will want to beware. You're probably all coming for our butt right now. I'm not sure if I said this before, but like, I remember saying you can use focus shot on towers like right now, but you can't actually gain stacks of focus by shooting towers. What it'll do, in fact, is it'll maintain the stacks of focus you have for every time you hit a tower, but it won't actually give you more stacks. So if I had like 2 stacks of focus built I wanted for, and I started hitting the tower, I would just have 2 stacks of focus forever. So not quite ideal. Oh, what's gonna happen here? We are going to fuck shit up. Ultimate! Didn't really need to ult there. Wait. I'm smart. Hit Q, just landed a couple of those, and boom. They just dropped like flies from there. Oh. Second looked like Akali. Dived on someone, definitely would have to punish her for that. Definitely, if you are being Ashe, always ask for support, either like Janna, who can really shield you, or a tank, because like anyone like Lux who's good with crowd control, like, yeah, it sets up her Q pretty nicely, but like you need to stay behind your tanks when you're Ashe, and like to have a tank just pretty much on standby, like that is so vital to like really playing well with Ashe. If you've got no tanks on your team, like your team's probably going to fail with Ashe. Man, I don't like the team composition they have. Or, I mean, just the champions. I mean, either can just go invisible whenever he wants and just go away or dive up on someone without being noticed at all. It's kind of, I don't like it so much. I also don't like Malzahar, but you know, he's not as bad as he used to be. His ult is still kinda bullshit, to be honest. But I think we're gonna. Oh, I am in bad position. That was all my bad. I made a humongous mistake. I kind of thought that was like, I was kind of debating like, would that be a bad idea to go up on him? He's probably got like reinforcements coming up and all, but yeah, it's not like how Akali can pretty much do the same thing. She can basically just become invisible whenever she wants. She can dive on anybody whenever she wants. It's I don't like it, not one bit, to be honest. It's like, so a lot of these guys on the enemy team, they don't have a lot of disadvantages. But man, I forgot who our jungler was. Trundle has been ever so not too present in a lot of these team fights. We're gonna build. The reason we're building that when we could have got another. I know we could have got another BF sword, but the reason we didn't play BF sword this time is because we really want that lifesteal. Oh, can we scrape anything? No, let's get out of here. Trundle is low on health. We might even have to ult just to make it so that they don't pick us. Or Trundle here. Fortunately, I was kind of out of that one, but yeah, if I just had enough to build up my focus from a long range. You always want to just build that up from a long range, and then, like, you know, like, the thing is, it takes a while, of course, to charge up Ashe, if you will, so, like, oh, we can take this guy. Yeah, bad idea, guy. So, yeah, like, a lot of people will sometimes actually, as Ashe, just throw that out, though, when you have, like, half your health, or possibly even more, without even building any focus like I did there. Like, I need to do that to take him by surprise a little bit, but, like, the thing is like, the reason that worked is because it was a slow, or not a slow, but a stun, and, like, he wasn't able to do anything, he wasn't able to get out of the way. Like, with the mobility that, Twitch has, he totally would have just gotten completely out of the way and, would have survived that exchange, had we had a... Oh man, that good old echo hits. Let's shoot people from a distance. And we got our focus all up. No need to be up and stuff, even though, like, Thresh kind of pulled up close. But, yeah, we also regenerated a okay amount because of the lifesteal that we have. That really allows us to sustain ourselves for a lot longer. And as you might have seen from, I'm not sure if it showed on my little pointer, but we will be building Bloodthirster. Man, really good kill participation going on here. But yeah, Bloodthirster's next, and what, like, the thing with Bloodthirster, like, between Infinity Edge and that item, like, basically you have so much attack damage that, like, once you actually can hit your Q and just open up on people, like, you will regen so much health that, like, even if they're coming after you, you don't have to worry, because, like, you'll be winning the exchange, just completely replacing your health. Because we obviously have a long ways to go before we're fully ready. I wasn't paying close enough attention there. You probably could have, like, ulted me there, and would have had to have good old Malzahar bail me out. Don't want that to happen, but we can really poke Yasuo here. Stay away from his tornado. That mess. Our ult is up, but like, even if we were to have built focus, like, this is mid lane, there's just so much potential for somebody to come up and ruin our day that it wasn't worth trying to make a play with Malzahar, like, oh, I'm just gonna randomly ult and see what happens. We really wanna calculate this stuff out pretty well. Looks like they'll be pushing mid lane, so yeah, Trinidad will be joining us shortly. And oh, Trundle is all the way on the other side of the map, split pushing, it looks like. Even interesting. Wait, why did I think that Trundle was our jungler? I always think they can only jungle, but apparently he can go top lane. Boy. Oh man. Ah, damn. I tried to get my Q off on her, but she's a little too fed at this point. At least for me. I mean, Akali is kind of just that way in general. Oh man, fed Trundle. That's gonna be super nice. I mean, with how tanky he is, like, you can basically just stay behind Trundle. That unfortunately won't be able to stand behind Braum. We'll have to stay behind Trundle. Another guy of ice related. I think he's up the field here, just like makes his face. Yeah, he's really going for the squishy. That's good. He gets what he's doing. Oh man, but Malzahar. Oh boy, I should also mention our ult is global, so we could at some point like try to get if we like that. That's the one bad thing about quick cast is that you can't really use the global part of Ashe's ults quite as well. I probably should have bought items while I was there. Was there anything I could have? No, I could have got a little sword, but we'll farm this lane up a little bit simply because we still have a lot of stuff to build, especially to counter Akali. So gonna be launching off all the Qs and Ws there are to launch off. We obviously don't have our Bloodthirster yet, but you can see I'm taking lots of minion hits, but they're really not doing much damage. I'm just replacing all of my health with just the little amount of lifesteal that I have. It looks like Akali's come down, so we're gonna bail out. Yeah, Trindy just told me to be careful. So good. Luckily he's on it too. Oh Yasuo, how are you doing, guy? You got like 4. I gotta stand behind my tanks all the time. Oh, Akali! Let's go flashing. It keeps you behind your tanks. I think I could have hit Q a little bit earlier, but I was kind of unsure about the timing on that because like you want to get as many of your Q shots off as possible, and if you're flashing away, running away, like you're basically just gonna push off. That just sucks. Ults to keep him at bay. He wasn't able to do anything about that. He wasn't even able to use any of his weapons. Oh, and we'll probably be. Oh man, can we take more? Why did I shouldn't have gone to help them. I should have known they'd get it, but oh well. But yeah, we'll always upgrade our E last. Oh man, Trindy, doing good, friend, doing good. But stupid old Akali and her slows and her invisibility. Now why don't we take the root up? We do use mana, so why not? Oh, we just made them GG at 20, so. Yeah, I really wish I would have got a better opportunity to show like what late game Ashe is like, but for the most part, that's it's been a pretty decent guide on like what you actually have to do to be Ashe. I'll definitely save a little capture of me playing late game Ashe in another one, but like in terms of just starting out, like you don't really need to see like what she can do at the end to see how to start out with her, but just believe me when I say she is so worth playing at the end. I mean, especially once you build that Guardian Angel, you just don't die and lots of lifesteal. But until then, yeah, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you wanted me to only upload one that was, if I ever, I know I'll definitely do more things like this, doing how to play certain champions, and if you want to see me only do ones where I go all the way to the end with them, just be sure to let me know in the comments. Be sure to criticize me in any other way in the comments constructively. I can take it, trust me. But yeah, until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Later, nerds.